I have a great do-it-yourself quilting tip for you this week. If you have any kind of trouble squaring up those half-square triangles and you want to make them perfect, this is what you can use to do that. Your 6.5-inch ruler and your painter's tape. That's all you need, and I'm going to show you how to do it. There are a variety of ways to make half-square triangles. It just kind of depends on how many you need and what you want to do. You can take a square, you can draw a line diagonally across corner to corner, sew 1/4 of an inch on each side of the line and press them open. Or you can do what I've done here, where I have taken 2 5-inch squares, right sides together. You sew all the way around the edge 1/4 inch seam. Then once you've sewn that, you take your ruler and cut corner to corner on both diagonals. When you do that, you end up with 4 half-square triangles. Now, as you can see, they're not the neatest half-square triangles. They need to be trimmed. So what we're going to do oftentimes is, it's just a little excess. We want to have a 2.5-inch square or a 3-inch square. Let's say 2.5. We place our ruler on the square. We line up the diagonal, and then we're going to trim 2 sides. So we've got that side trimmed. Then we're going to flip it around and we're going to do the same thing on this side, placing our 2.5-inch mark and then trimming again. We can do that, but it is really easy to slip, to miss. As you can see with this one, I'm not quite right here. I tried to cut it on the diagonal as best as I could, but the ruler doesn't have any grip on it, and so it does slip a little bit. There are products that are being sold that are great, that I own, that you can purchase, that will help you, that have a little bit of a lip here or a guideline to keep that so that you don't have that slipping problem, and you can cut that accurate corner to corner square, that half-square triangle. So I'm going to show you how to make one. I just took my basic 6.5-inch ruler. You can use any size. You can actually do this with a huge ruler if you want, if you have large half-square triangles that you need. But what we're going to do is we're just going to make a little bit of a lip along that diagonal line with our blue painter's tape. So I'm turning my ruler wrong side up, and I'm going to just probably about that much. And then I will place my tape right along that line. Once I've gotten one down there and I'm satisfied that it's in the right spot, probably layer up 5 or 6, depending on what you need. Want to make sure you've got enough ripped off. We're going to trim it back, so you don't want to skimp on your tape just because you want them to be even all the way across. So there's 3. Here we've got 4. Let's do 5. So here's our 5th layer. And you can feel you've got a nice little lip on there. Not a lot, you don't need a lot because you don't want your ruler to go topsy-turvy on you. But you want to make sure that you've got enough, and then we're just going to take an old rotary blade and we're going to trim that edge off. So there's one. Don't use your good blade, and you just, of course, you're trimming right alongside the ruler. And now you have that nice guide on there. Let's take our half-square triangle, and you're going to have to play with it to see which side is up. But what we want is the raised side, which the side the seam is pressed toward, that's this side. We want that to be on the opposite side of our tape to even things up. So I'm going to take my ruler, and I'm going to place, and like I said, we're going to do a 2.5-inch square. That's not going to move anywhere. Do you see? I've got that lined up just perfectly. And this is way bigger than what we need, but just for demonstration purposes. We're going to take, we've got that lined up, we've got that corner right where it needs to be, and we're going to trim the first corner. Look at that, perfect. Then we're going to trim it. Now, when you flip this around to trim the other side, you also have to flip your ruler. So we're going to flip our ruler, and now we know we've got 1, 2.5. So we want to line that up as well. We've got that lined up, we've got that lined up. We know that's the 2.5-inch marking. We're going to trim it again, and look at that. We have an absolutely perfect square. Nothing moved. It stayed right in place. And all it took was a ruler and a little bit of painter's tape. I really love this tip. I hope you do too. I am always trying to be joyful, and this makes me super joyful when I have perfectly squared up blocks, but I will always be merry.